Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for attending Hymn for Ukraine. This is a really, for me, a very important event. It even made it even more important for these people being here, and also for this to be so well attended. What's happened in Ukraine is utterly horrendous. You don't know me, you don't need me to tell you that. But I've wanted to stage this event in solidarity for Ukraine, and in particular for the University of Derby's Solidarity Ukraine. It's such an important moment. This is not, you don't have to be quiet during this event either. You can mill about, you can talk. There's projection, there's going to be sound, noise, if you like, maybe. Please feel free to stay as long or as short as you like. It will end when people leave. I'm just going to keep it cycling, okay? What will happen this evening is we'll have a poem from Iryna Dobrovolsky here, who is chairperson of the Ukrainian Association of Great Britain in Derby. These guys are then going to perform the Ukrainian National Anthem. When they finish, if you want to applaud, you damn well applaud. I'm then going to start the work quite gently to begin with, and it'll cycle over about 20 minutes or so, okay? And I just hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you'll enjoy this bit anyway, okay? So, Iryna, please do your poem.
Hello, my name is Iryna Dobrovolsky, and I have the honour of being chair of the Association of Ukrainians in Great Britain, Derby branch. Thank you very much for coming this evening to support Ukraine. My parents came here in 1948 after the Second World War as displaced persons, refugees, and this country welcomed them and gave them a home, and they were able to work and enjoy freedom. I welcomed freedom in Ukraine in 1991 and have visited many times, and it has become very part of our hearts and souls. These people here are all members of the Ukrainian dance group Hoverla, who have toured Ukraine many times and been welcomed by the Ukrainian people. We are now hurting, really hurting, and so we thank you for your support tonight. I was told that the theme for this evening was hope. So this poem just came up on Facebook today, written by a professor of Ukrainian literature that's living in Kyiv at this time. So I'd just like you to read you that. I have hope that one day a Ukrainian child, a boy or a girl, will be proud and not afraid of being a Ukrainian child, of living in a country with equal possibilities and respectful obligations, with secured future and protected rights, among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I have hope that freedom and dignity for the whole world, and not only for one country, will become more than just a couple of nice words, but the fundamental principles of our new reality emerged from the ashes of all previous centuries. That everyone will have a right for them, that all will have an obligation to respect them. I have hope that tomorrow we will meet in the streets of our cities and villages, that chestnut trees will bloom again on the Tramshed, and that spring will prevail in Kharkiv, Chernihiv, Donetsk, Luhansk, Mariupol, and Sevastopol, that there will be hope in our eyes, and that our hearts will be filled with faith in a new day and a new world. I have hope that bright light of morning sunrise will chase away dark horrors of the war, and we will find in ourselves sufficient courage to love again. We will cry, but with tears of joy. I have hope that no rains will be able to wash away our consciousness, a memory of that guy and that girl that never came back from battle, that their children will never feel themselves orphans. I have hope that none of those closest and dearest ones were cunningly stolen away by the war will feel lonely, And I honestly hope they will be proud to belong to one great, unbreakable, and invincible family of the free and the faithful. I have hope. Why not? I do believe in a new dawn over the free land of the brave people. And despite the fact that air bombs can destroy bridges and roads, and rockets can turn to ashes residential houses filled with people, and missiles and mines can demolish bread factories, kindergartens, hospitals, schools, and churches, and the sharp and fiery fragments with swarms of Russian bullets can penetrate and distort innocent human bodies, they can't destroy hope. Hope. I have hope. What about you? Thank you.